It's your girl, Carla Yvette. Welcome to Elevate the Good, a podcast featuring organic conversations with good people living an elevated life and loving it, inspiring to elevate the good within you so you would live out loud with good vibes only. Be self-serving with goodness to unleash your greatness. Think the good, do the good, be the good. All things good. So let's get to it.
Hey, Carla Boo.
How you doing?
I am fabulous. Good
Yes.
morning.
Welcome to Elevate the Good. I so appreciate you being here. So I just want to tell the folks how you describe yourself, because I don't like trying to tell people what I think they are. You said you hella energetic, super creative, sexy and sassy, fiercely free-spirited, unapologetically undomesticated, and you are COE, creator of everything.
Everything.
And that's why you're here, girl, because you elevate the good in everything.
Thank you, Carla.
So thank you for being here. So tell me, Kiwi, where does that name come from? What does it mean? What's up?
Girl, okay, so my government name is KIWIANNE.
Okay.
But that's so ghetto, so don't call me KIWIANNE. So
I've known you for 20-some years. I don't think I ever called you Kiwi.
You never have, right?
No.
And so it came from my grandmother's name and my mother, the name my mom wanted for me.
Okay.
So my grandmother's name I was almost KIWIANNE Bell.
Oh yeah, thank goodness.
Yikes. Okay, for real. So, and my mom wanted Kiwi. So the happy medium to keep my mom and dad married,
Okay.
they just called me KIWIANNE. They named me KIWIANNE and called me Kiwi.
So now, okay, I'm about to say, so I'm like, did you, in school, were you Kiwi-Ann?
No, at home.
Okay, well, because I'm like, that name is so unique, and kiwi is a fruit as far as we know, and I don't know if it's fun or whatever, but you're fun. Everything I know about you is fun. I need to stay off your Facebook page. Because let me tell you, you are definitely elevating the good. So when people come to your page, I'm thinking I'm coming to look at product only, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But it's like, what is this woman doing? First of all, I'm mad at you.
Why?
Because I have 10 godchildren. I have made it this long without having to deal with Baby Shark, because they all old enough to not know that damn song. And now I cannot get that song out of my head, that damn Baby Shark.
That's my favorite song.
Why?
I love it. I don't know. I think it's that do 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 do.
You see my man face?
I see, girl.
Don't do
that's
that.
A droll. Like you are like giving me the stink eye.
Because I already had to make it through Let It Go from Frozen.
What was the? Oh my
You don't know. Okay, I didn't even mean to bring it up. Okay, so yes, I had to go through that phase. Yeah, so no. But however, thank you for coming, Miss Kiwi, because I know you got a lot going on.
Yeah,
so now, tell me what's going on with your business. Kiwi was here. Tell them what you do. I don't want to try to even tell her because you are better at it.
Okay.
By the way, this is one of her products. This is a mat that says "Living My Best Life."
Getting our Vanna White on.
Look how cute that is. Okay, so tell them what you do.
Okay, so originally, there's two businesses I'm going to talk about really briefly. So I'm originally a doll maker. We'll talk about my creative art. I'm originally a doll maker, and I was like I wasn't going to sew another weave on, not another leg, a shirt, stuff, nothing. I was over it. And so I was just like, I'm not doing this anymore. And so many people kept asking for the dolls. And I was like, okay, there's got to be a way for me to keep this art in the world without me sewing.
So tell them more about the actual dolls, because that's when I met you. You were still doing full-blown dolls. Yes. So tell them, describe these dolls, because they were so cute.
They were like me. They were sassy, fabulous, fashionable, a little bit offbeat. I want to say they were undomesticated as well, because they didn't do a damn thing. They sat around the house, sitting on the wall, so they did nothing.
Right.
And so
3D, like real cute dolls,
hair, clothes. I sewed all the clothes. All of them had little toes. I put little toenails. I didn't put them on there. That's gross. But I got the visual, girl. But I painted little toenails on them, and they were really cute, and they were in high demand. And then I had the little ones that were the Kiwinis, and they sold equally as well, and they were the smaller version of these dolls. So I was over it. And so what happened? Now let me tell you what happened between sewing these dolls and the next business that I started back in the 1900s, girl.
Okay, not the 1900s.
The 1900s, 1992 to be exact.
Okay.
I started a temp agency for hair salons because, yes, remember that, Carla?
Yes.
So I used to work, when I first moved to Atlanta, I had no skill sets that I thought of. You know, I always worked for my mom. She worked in the office, hated it, but I did it because that's what I thought I needed to do. So when I came to Atlanta, I didn't have a thing. And my friend said, girl, go work in this hair salon. I'm like, girl, I know nothing about no hair. She said, well, they'll train you on how to shampoo hair, blah, 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 blah. So I go to this salon, and this guy says, well, you can apprentice with me. Girl, hold on to yourself, because I was there for about 3 months and learned so much in those 3 months. And the owner of the salon who was apprenticing me went on vacation and drowned. Girl, I kid you not.
I never heard this.
You never heard that. And so because of that, I knew I had a kick-ass work ethic. And I knew that I was the one who dictated the flow of the salon. So I went to every salon in Buckhead and handed out a brochure saying, listen, if you need a girl to shampoo, hair, apply color, if your girl is out sick, fire, pregnant, whatever it is, call me. Girl, the next day I gave out 40 brochures. That next day, 40 salons called me.
What?
Van Michael, Scott Coles, all of them, all the Aveda salons. Exactly, girl. And so I'm like, okay, it took me about a month to figure out I started a business. So, because I couldn't fill all of the requests. So that's when I stopped doing the dolls, but the people kept asking for more dolls. And so one day I said, okay, I'm gonna figure this out. I laid them sisters on the windowsill, and for 8 hours I didn't pee, I didn't drink, I didn't eat, I did nothing. I draw, erase, draw, erase, draw, erase. In 2003, I figured out I knew how to draw. And then that's what happened. I figured it out.
Because I remember there was a time I saw with my own eyes, I witnessed you looking at the dolls and figuring out how to go from 3D to print. And I would, and I would come and I was like, how did she do that? Like, and considering you said that was not your thing before, you didn't draw, you didn't paint, that was not your thing. And that's incredible to me, because it's like we have so much in us to draw from, but we shy away from it, or deny it, or just don't even think it's there.
Or doubt it.
Or doubt it, right. And you're definitely just evidence of just so much in our Pandora's box.
Thank you.
Never shortchange yourself. Don't play small, and really pull from stuff that you don't even think. Just use your imagination. Fantasize. And that's what Elevate the Good is about, which is why you're here. And this story right now, I mean, I'm still blown away. Even though I've witnessed a lot of stuff, it's still like some of these details. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. You know what I mean? Because that's incredible, because you and I are so much alike in the sense that, like, we can create some stuff. We'll create a job in a minute. I don't want to come work for nobody for real. So just like, you went out to the salons and you accidentally started a business. So that's when people say, Carla, what are you doing? I'm like, this week? This month? It can change from day to day. This minute? Like, whatever I feel like doing is what I'm doing. And so that's what I love about your story, because you always do what you want to do that pleases you first, and then it blesses everyone else, because you're radiating this good energy and people are just drawn to your products because you're coming from a real organic place.
Thank you.
And I appreciate that.
Thank you.
So now, where is your business at this point? What products are you offering? What's going on with it?
So I attracted a licensing agreement.
Okay.
So this company saw my artwork, and this was a drawing that I did. I put it on Facebook, girl. When I tell you, I took my pen, and I wrote my name across the face of this particular piece, because that's, at the time, I didn't know about copyright. Like, I didn't know what that was. I just know somebody said if you sign it, by the time that ink dries, that's a legal copyright, simply because you signed, you are the originator of this artwork, and you don't have to. It's best, I advise everybody to go the proper channels to do it. But if you sign your artwork, if you've drawn any artwork, that is your property. So I just wrote my name across the front of this image. Girl, I think right now it has something like 2.3 million shares.
What?
Like 175,000 likes, and it just went viral. Like, and if you see the work, you can't hardly even see her face.
What?
To me, it's like her face is distorted, but to the people who love it, they.
So where do you draw from? And no, that's no pun intended. Like, in terms of, that's good. I just realized I'm so deep. Yeah, but no, where are these characters or these images? Like, are they in your head? Are these people that you remember in your past? Like, what?
Oh, that's a good question, Carla.
No,
you're so smart. You're smart like that. You did this before.
I had a TV show. You remember?
No.
Urban Soul. We'll talk about that later. Go ahead.
Oh my God. Okay.
Go on, finish.
Okay, girl. Okay, so I who are these people? They're like, so all my personalities,
Ooh. Okay.
that's who they are.
Okay.
And all of them are wearing clothes that I want to wear.
Oh.
And they're saying the things I want to say.
So tell me some of these sassy sayings, because I love them.
Okay, so let me think about it for a second.
It's a sister thing. I know that's one of them.
So let me think.
Let me see, because I think I wrote down
it.
some stuff. Oh, okay, we'll come back to that. How you gonna not know your stuff?
Girl, you know what? When you have thousands.
I understand. So you still do the leggings?
Okay, so now what I make myself, girl, I have skirts, leggings, t-shirts, handbag, duffel bags. I have luggage covers.
Okay, yes.
I have, I'm working on my children's line, so I'm Kiwi.
Okay.
And they're the Kiwis.
Because I remember you were doing like the little pillowcases and that kind of stuff.
Yes. And so now I'm doing the crib sheets and the little bumper. Is it the bumper?
Girl, I ain't had no babies.
Girl, I ain't had nothing either. So
we're going to call them bumpers.
Bumper,
yeah.
Like little bumpers.
Yeah.
So the little bumpers, the curtains, and the lampshades, so cute. The little, what you call little things you put on the little night lights.
Oh, okay.
So cute. And then I have wall decals.
Oh,
for little Kiwis.
That's cute.
They are adorbs.
Okay. So where can we get this stuff?
That's going to be on my website. So let me just, when you warn people, you put okay, push pause for a second.
Okay.
All right. So my website is KiwiWasHere.com. That's KIWIWASHERE.com.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. So that's that. Now, I'm building a new website because the one that I have now is not sufficient for where I'm going.
Growth
and development. Hello, abundance.
Okay, got it.
And so there's products on that website, but they're not the products that I'm going to be selling. And so that's kind of like they're just sitting there waiting for me to do some things.
So Kiwiannes is really coming back full force.
It is.
Okay.
It is. And they're not ready yet. I'm waiting for the rest of the stuff to come from China. There's fabric. There's just a lot of stuff. So ordering from China means you wait, 4 to 8 weeks, sometimes 2 months, or it's sitting on the dock and ain't nobody paying no attention. So I really have to wait for that. And then once that comes, the process of that is interesting too. Because once I order it, I have to look at the product and make sure there's no glitches in it, that it meets the standards necessary for the baby products. There's certain fibers they have to have, blah, 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 blah. So there's a lot of stuff that happens before I even sell it to the public. And a lot of times people will order something and they're like, well, where's my stuff? So when somebody orders something, every product that somebody buys from me that I don't license, I have to see it first because I want to make sure it's what it is. You understand me?
Right.
And so then after I see it, then I package it. And the packaging is a 20-minute session all by itself. I put all this free stuff in there.
Love. You're touching it with love.
Put bows on it and, all the stuff, all the cute little washi tape and all the extras and the thank yous and all that kind of stuff. So I package it for real.
That's some love, I'm telling you.
I love it.
So now, are you affected by the 25% tariffs with that situation from China?
I will be.
Okay.
Not yet, but I will.
Because I know my client, like I said, I do their shows twice a year. We have a permanent showroom, and we, unfortunately, a lot of the mom and pop stores had to even shut down in the last year because these tariffs, they can't. Their regular customers can no longer afford their products.
Exactly. But not only that, the U.S. shipping, just to mail something in Georgia, it is expensive. And so when people order something small that's maybe in a 5x7 box, and when they see that the shipping is $10, they're like, why is it that much? Well, don't ask me.
How much it costs.
Ask the government why is that. Exactly. And so it even affects how many freebies I put in the box, because those little freebies, like 2 ounces worth, it jacks that up $5 and $7 more dollars. So you might be paying $17 for shipping, and I take a loss a lot of times.
Right.
A lot of times.
And I do know that person. You do that.
I do.
You do.
Yep.
You do. So now with Kiwis, I think you were telling me that you had a new product with the babies.
What is it? Audio book?
Tell me about that.
So I was sitting home one day, and I remember. I'm like scary a little bit. Like, you're not. So if we go to the amusement park, I'm gonna hold your bag. while you go over there and get on that little baby roller coaster, girl.
Oh.
I'm not finna fly. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing nothing in the air. I'm not doing nothing that's too fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember when I was growing up, there were a lot of things I was like really scared to do. And then I finally did them. But when I look back at the perception of doing something, so some people I thought that if you're afraid that you don't do it. I didn't get that you can do it while you're afraid.
Got that.
And then not only that, like people show their success story, but they don't show how many times that they went to the line before they jumped. Like some of them even ran to the line, like I'm finna do this, and then skid marks all the way to the edge because they didn't jump.
Right.
And so this is a story about, as a kid, this can happen. Like when you see your friend that did so and so and such, they very well may have done this 3 or 4 times before they actually jumped.
Gotcha.
So this is about a little bird who wants to learn how to fly. And little bird, he was scared, but he mama said, I'll help you. You can do it, little bird. You can do it. And little bird ran. He ran to the edge, and he was about to fly, and he was too scared. He didn't do it.
Oh my God! So you're the voice of the audio
I'm the
book
voice
as
of the
well?
audio
Oh my
book.
God, that's so perfect.
Look at you.
Okay, so where is this book? Where can we get
Girl,
it?
the book is in my phone.
Okay, you know what?
And I'm gonna need somebody to help me. I don't know how to get it.
We
out of my
have
phone.
my wonderful crew over there. We'll figure that
Hey
out.
crew, yay!
Yay! So what is your goal with this book? Because we needed to get it out there.
I want the goal of the book is, so I'm learning now about subliminals and how you can go to sleep with something in your ear. And you gotta be careful. You gotta know. I'm not saying just go on YouTube or just pick anybody. I'm saying you have to understand who you're listening to and make sure that while you sleep,
you need to turn that TV
come
off
on,
when you go to bed.
you need to turn it off. I don't even own a TV.
Really.
I've not owned a TV in 20 years. I don't watch it. I don't listen to the radio. None of that programming.
Right.
I got enough programming from when I grew up
Right.
that I'm
Right.
unlearning, undoing,
Exactly.
untangling,
Yes.
shifting, and reframing.
And that's a whole nother conversation.
It's a whole other conversation. So I want this to be an audio book that a baby listens to when they go to bed at night on those KIWIANNE bed sheets.
Look at
and those
you.
KIWIANNE pillows on their feet.
So then they can build up their confidence.
Okay,
I mean, so
yes.
everything that you're saying in terms of what that book is about and the messaging is so how Elevate the Good even came about, because it's a shift to being more conscious, to being more aware and awakened to who am I, what am I doing, what am I thinking, how I'm speaking, and let's be about it.
I say, let me watch my mouth. So when I'm speaking and I hear myself saying something negative or something doubtful or whatever, it's like, okay, or I'll say something out of habit. So there's things that we say over the years that it just comes out of your mouth, out of my mouth.
Right.
And so I just say to myself, okay, girl, watch your mouth. And I'll think about, how can I say this? How do I say this so that it is empowering me, that I'm inspired by it, that it encourages me to move forward? And even like right and wrong, like even that language, I've not 100%, I catch myself because it's programming. I move toward what's working and not working.
Right.
Because what's right and wrong to me might be
labeling is limit stuff.
Come on now.
This is so
Listen,
limited.
does it work for you? If it is long, and for me, if as long as it's not hurting somebody else or hurting yourself, does it work for you? And if it doesn't, what if added would make a difference? And so I come from that space a lot.
Yeah, because it's so funny because I just yesterday came up with a meme in my head. It was like, when you don't like something, don't think about it, don't talk about it, don't be about it. But when you do like something, think about it, talk about
Elevate
it,
that
think
thing.
about it.
Yes.
Elevate that thing. Elevate good, Carla. Just elevate the good. I'm just saying it over and over to now it's just who I am. Girl, I got people on sets like, elevate the good, elevate the good, elevate the good, elevate the good, elevate the good. Yeah. I mean, this is a thing now. And it just makes my spirit happy because then when I see, like you just did, it becomes addictive. Here I am. We elevate the good. I got my girl Kiwi in the house. I appreciate you so much. You are
Thank
such a
you.
light.
Thank
So
you.
Kiwi, tell my folks, where can we find you? Even though the website is not totally done, because this is not about perfection. That's the whole point.
Oh, I love that.
Just elevate
Like,
the
do
good
it
where you
regardless-
are.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So in the meantime, how can we find you?
You can find me again on KiwiWasHere.com, and you can find me on Instagram. Now that's where you can really find me, is on Instagram.
Okay.
Boom, boom, shaka, loom, boom, shaka, shaka,
Okay,
laka,
you know
laka.
what? That's
Okay,
funny. Okay, go ahead.
anyways. So, it's kiwi.was.here on Instagram.
Okay.
So the dots are so important. So it's kiwi.was.here on Instagram.
On Instagram.
Yay.
All right.
Was here.
We appreciate you.
Thank
I love
you,
you
Carla.
so much.
I love you too.
So I'm also going to put links on the Elevate the Good Facebook page so you can find your stuff. I'll put some pictures on there so they can see your beautiful face and know who you are and see your wonderful products and stuff. So her stuff is so cute, y'all. I mean, it makes you feel good. Her products definitely elevate the good. Know that I love you.
Oh, I love you too, Carla. Thank you for the invitation. For
Absolutely.
real, you have been such a bright light in this time.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, your energy in the morning, I'll be looking at you little walking. Girl, where is that you be walking?
Girl, I'll tell you off air, girl.
Okay, because that right there, that, just the background, it's elevating.
It ain't that far.
Yes.
I'll show you, girl.
Okay, so
So I
thank
know
you
she
for what
wanted to
you're
hurry
doing.
up and get off because she wanted to eat some food that she made me
Carla,
cook.
what you cook?
All right, don't worry.
Okay, all right.
Some salmon.
That's what's good.
All right. All right, folks.
Thank you,
Check us
love.
out. Thank you, Kiwi. I love you.
Welcome. I love you back.
We've come to the end of a good time. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you're feeling elevated. Make sure to hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to this channel, and ring that bell below for episode notifications. Until next time, remember to elevate the good, elevate the good, elevate the good, elevate the good. Bye!